Hello and welcome to this early access first look at some of the premium DLC. So thanks to Giant Software, we are going to be taking a look at the Dewulf Harvesters in this video. We have the full range of them here, all of the tractor mounted and trailed ones and the self-propelled ones. We also have some tracks and trailers lined up for testing purposes. So we're going to start with the tractor mounted machines, which are both single row. So you have one box filling type, which is the P3CL Profi, followed by the P3K Profi, which is an elevator machine. We then have a big single row trailed machine for box filling, which is the GCCI. We have a two-row trailed elevator machine, the GK2S, and finally the GBC tanker model. There's also, of course, one self-propelled machine, which is parked up the back here. So coming as the ZK-IV SE, or what I would interpret as the ZK4 SE, all top lifters and belt lifting machines. This one is an elevator machine, so not a bulker. So plenty of opportunity with these for a bit of multiplayer. So let's take a look at the little single row one first here. So needs, I think it's 80 horsepower. We've got on a 115. Sits on the side of the tractor there. If we unfold this, this is a box filler. So if we get the menus up, you'll see at the top here we've got load boxes and buy new boxes. So you can do it the easy way like that. I have got 4 lined up the back there for the bigger harvester. But looking at the mod in more details on the model, lots of detail in the top lifting department. Because these harvesters do all 3 of the new crops: parsnips, carrots and red beet or beetroot. I think we need to give it a try. So you'll notice I've put GPS on all these tractors as we go through them, which we will activate. So in doing that, we should be able to set them up. So 0.8 meter working width. Someone did ask how I'd done this with the armor salmon beet harvesters. So you see this won't work. It will if you set them up that way though. We'll just fill one box on here. These are the parsnips. See if we just get this set up before we start lifting. Should be okay now. Have to move it about a bit. See, there's nice detail in there. Just lifting 2 rows at the moment due to how the GPS is set. Quite good behind as well. See if we can move that trailer out of the way. Works as it should do, as we can see. So we've got a full box. Once the box is full, have the machine on the ground. And that's the first one. So quite easy to use if we are in single player. Next one is going to be a bit more of a challenge in single player, so you'll need to use the AI to help you with this. It's the elevator model of that same harvester. Just using parsnips for the time being. We'll get onto some of the other crops as well. So we can move bits about there. Turn that mouse control. So we'll try this with the AI. Possibly go wrong. Because the one issue here being that the sheet is on the wrong side of the trailer. That's all working fine. No issues with that. We'll try them on the carrots as well. It's just easy to set this up here. Move that one out. So they're the two single row mounted machines. We've then got a single row trouser machine with the box filler. So I'll just get this near those boxes and we'll unfold it and have a look around it. See, steering rear axle. You unfold it, axle comes out, box platform goes down. It's again nicely modelled machine. Auto greaser on the back there. You can load the boxes on this one the same way as we've done the single row by using the comma key, or you pull up to them, press Y, and we just drive along a row of boxes, which does take a bit of doing. Press Y again and we're into work position. So with this one we'll do exactly the same. Set them like that. Head into the red beat with this machine. So red beat aren't grown on ridges. They actually may be. I know for us guys over in the UK, growing carrots and parsnips on ridges is a bit unusual, but it's the European method in a lot of situations. Let's get this into the row. Once we got on GPS, we'll have a bit of a better look at what it's doing. Good textures of bead going up there. Rubber fingers cleaning the soil off. Through the top remover and into the boxes. Decent on the ground behind. So once we have one box full, we'll automatically switch to the front one of the two. You don't have to do anything, as you can see. You may find it takes 2 rows once you sort of get into the field to open up the GPS set how it is, but it does work. So you load all 4 boxes then offload them, which again done with the Z key, as you can see up there, nor some of the other prying arm functions is to do with the tractor. So that just moves them along like so. And starts loading again. She'll go back up the field, see if we can actually get all 4 boxes loaded. Don't think it'll be too much of a challenge. See, set 80 centimeters, that's working quite nicely. It'll be a bit slow loading now, back to single row. Came through the middle, it take basically 2 rows. So I'll put another opening in and do the same thing just to speed it up a bit. Now I'll take the last box. So see what happens if you get the GPS slow along, you'll miss a row. We'll sort that one out. It is, as you can see, possible to do it with the GPS. Nearly full. There we go. We're now full. So find yourself somewhere just to set this down. And there we go. There's your 4 boxes. They're set back ready to go. Buy new boxes. Do it that way. And we're all loaded up again. So that works quite nicely. Right, that leaves us 3 more machines to look at. We have the big 2-row trial machine. So oil cooler on the side, oil tanks, accumulators, greaser, and the 2 lifting units with the ploughshares. So again, this is one we'd need AI to assist with. suggest we find a trailer. There's going to be some good opportunities to do multiplayer with this setup. At some point I'll get some more sort of 3D type crop textures in here as we go forwards in the game. No criticisms as to how the machines are actually working. So it works quite nicely, as we can see. Got the torpedoes on the front there. Again, steering machines. That leaves us with a bulker harvester and the 4-row self-propelled. This one I've had a quick look at, and that's got an interesting trick up its sleeve, which we'll see as we try to use it. A single wheel at the back and the 2 Tracs at the front, hopping into the cab, non-working camera screens, to unfold this, got a balance weight there. So if we do turn this on in here, there's nothing shows up any different on any of these screens. Joystick does move. So the other way around on this one. So now we're going to be running on the trot with the trailer. What I actually want to demonstrate, which unfortunately the road are running the wrong way on the field. Planning to do. If we set this going, the first bit will dump on the ground. There's nothing I can do about that to demonstrate this. If I wiggle this about, you'll see it has got row folding on it. Why it's dumping on the ground at the minute. It could be just a bit of a early glitch in there. So let's try this into the trailer. So no issues there. tops up onto the belt. Interested to see which way that harvester is going to turn. You could probably all guess which way it's going to turn. See that it's working quite nicely there. Of course, using the potato and root AW trailers deliberately, the window in the side. So that running, we can see how everything's going in there. It's nicely detailed. Let's see if we can get up the top there. All the detail and hydraulic motors there, with manual controls on each of the areas as well. If we come up into the engine bay, good amount of detail in that area as well. Just leaves us one more to look at, and that would be the bulker harvester, which is probably the one that will get used the most, I would say, in single player games. So you got the pintle belt web in the back there, along the continental web for loading the tank up. And the single top lifter with the driven torpedoes. So just for ease and because of the longer ends, we'll go into the parsnips for this one. Did deliberately put all of these on row crop wheels, tractor wise. Got the elevator dipping down into the tank there as we start loading. Hedgehog or pintle belt web there for trash extraction. Must admit, I do like this one probably the better of the harvesters purely because you can use it as one person without the use of AI. Tractors fit nicely over 2 rows there. So this one, be careful which way you turn with it. Again, come around back, it's got the steering axle. down and we're back in again. So we've got the unit floating up and down on the depth ramp. I can't really see any issues with these machines at all. On PC, just make sure you haven't got the manual unload mod in. It will cause you issues with that 4.0 machine. And the crop will not appear in the trailers. You see the elevators moving up the tank as it gets full. Here. Should be able to fill out going up this time. Want to get a full tank so we can see its method of emptying. So being over in Norfolk then where I am, it's quite common for carrots, parsnips and beetroot to all be grown over here. Also onions and potatoes, obviously. So this one is pipe out and it just lifts the tank right up. And just for those wondering, it's I guess about 5,000 in there. So no problem clearing any of these trailers we've got here. So back down it goes and resets itself. So the £1,000,000 question, how much? So obviously the most expensive one is going to be our 4.0, which you're looking at £637,500. We've then got everything in here. We'll get to these at another point. So 39,500 for the box model. So not too expensive. 43 for the elevator model. 101 for the GBC Bulga. So we've got options of Trelleborg, Michelin, PKT, Vredestein tyres on there. Pretty similar options when we come to the 2-row GK2S. So Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein tyres in that one. 148,000. The GCCI 181,000, which would make sense because of the technology in this part. Then we're looking at Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas and Vredestein tyre options on there. So I would say this is a big leap for the game, bringing these in to the was basically the base game through the premium expansion pack. But for now, that's where we're going to leave this video. So I'll say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you again in the next one. Goodbye for now.